What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. I'm going to be doing something over the next days, or today and tomorrow. Today being Saturday, tomorrow being Sunday, uh, where I'm probably going to put out more content than I normally would, just because there's a few things that I really want to speak on, speak about, and I just feel like the universe is telling me to do that. So that's not something I like to do because I always like to give my audience time to digest, to first of all to get to the content, so you don't feel like you're chasing videos from the Jedi. You can just kind of relax, and then boom, then I release something and you get a chance to consume that and digest it and sort of reflect on it and ha ha ha, and then I come with something else. And so you will be able to do that, just it'll be a group of them that you you know, because there's a few things that have been on my list that I've been wanting to get to, and some other things that have been recently provoked, etc., etc. And I've got some time, and I just feel like I want to do that. This is one that recently came into the fold. This actually came on my radar on Wednesday from my email from TV1. Excuse me. And not surprised by this because I've hated Taye Diggs forever. I've hated him since How Stella Got Her Groove Back. Never liked him. Always got bad energy from him that told me he was a sellout and a fake. Probably bisexual. Definitely fake when it comes to dealing with just being an African. I even go back to the premiere of The Best Man. I remember me and some of my friends or family or somebody, we was talking about the fact that every single one of them motherfuckers showed up to the premiere with a white heifer on their arm. I feel like maybe Morris Chestnut didn't, but don't quote me on that because I'm not sure how long he and his wife have been together, and this might have been before her. I'd have to do the math and see who he was dating before and All right, but I remember that stood out because it was so like, are you serious? Because there was this hoopla that that it was that it was an all black male cast lead, so to speak, and it was The Best Man, and and then they all showed up white heifers. Like, I remember that. I remember that. And over the years, watching him on talk shows and interviews and things like that, I just never felt my blackness connects to him. Because like I tell you all the time, blackness is more than just your skin color. That's the first requisite. But alas, it's only one of the requisites. But it is the first one. You see what I'm saying? You know African, goddammit, if you don't got melanated skin. That's the first requisite. But then now, we have to cut it open and see, is it African through and through? You feel me? Is your rhythm where it should be? Are you on code? And if you're not, then you're just a melanated person, and that's it, and we do not claim you. We don't. We don't. He's also the dark-skinned black man who wears glasses, a concept that I have coined. So anybody else you hear talking about that, they got it from me. Know this. You see? Because this is something that goes back to even when I was in high school that I first started to notice the pathology with a certain type of black man. Dark-skinned black man that wears glasses. You see? And that only began to inform itself and grow and educate me more as I, grew through life and so forth. And the more success they attain in the society, the worse they are. And the more these pathologies and observations become even more pronounced. You see? And so he's one of those people for me. But back in high school, it was Darren Amos. He was, I may have had a class or two with Darren, but I definitely had band with his fake ass. Because I played French horn and he played tuba. And my natural inclination is to bond with my people, no matter where I exist and breathe. I've been in restaurants, y'all, where I come in with, friends or family or anything, and it ain't hardly no black people in there. Maybe I've been in places where I see like one other um, group of black people or something, or even a couple, and I've gone over and it's like, look, we the only black folks in here. Y'all want to just eat together? And they're like, yeah, come on. I promise you, I've done that, and I'll continue to do it. That's just who I am. That's just who I am. So, my natural inclination was to bond with Darren, but I had to learn that's a sellout. You see, then there was another person in our band, the bitch named Stephanie, biggest liar ever on the planet, and her hair was that long, and she talked like this, and oh my god, and oh my, and she was black as any do-rag you've ever seen me wear, and I never could stand her. She was part of the color guard. She was on the flags and rifles and the color guard and all of it, and I'm over it. And I could not stand her. I couldn't stand the very ground that she stood on. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So I got bad readings from this guy. Now the dust up now, and you'll remember that recently, not too long back, he had another dust up because he has a child by a white heifer, and somebody referred to his son as black. And he was like, my son's not black, he's mixed. I wasn't surprised by that. Disgusted, but not surprised. Because like I say, I already knew who he was from Stella Got a Groove. Remember, I have a sixth sense, and I'm also clairvoyant. I already knew. The universe had already told me. You see? And one of the things you're going to do is you're going to go and watch this. You're going to listen to this. This is the dude. You guys know the dude from TMZ, the black dude, Van. He has a podcast, and he's interviewing the asshole on there. Now, and by the way, his name's not even Taye Diggs, bitches. It is Scott. Oh, the Jedi does his work. Alright? His full government name, let me pull it up now. His full government name is Scott Leo Berry. I'm over it. Born January 2nd, 1971. Huh? Scott. I'm over it. And the little dainty hats he wears, and he always has like a little bandana tied around his neck, and it's also white boy, and I'm over it. I can't. Anyway, he even says in this, what was I going to say about it? Anyways, you're going to go and watch this, because there's a few things that he says in this that make me sick, And one of the things he says, he goes, I'm very gay friendly. I was struck by that, because straight dudes don't say that. If we don't have a problem with gay people, and we just say like, oh, I don't have no problem with gay people. Like, I don't care. Like, it's whatever. But we never goes, I'm very gay friendly. What does that mean? What does that mean? And he articulated it so strongly. Again, not surprised, because I'd already decided all these things when I saw Stella get her damn groove back. You see? So, I'm over it. But I'm also sick and tired of, he falls into the class of yet another black man, and I'm going to make the distinction between black and African here, everybody. Because Africans aren't going to do certain things. Black folks will do certain shit. And as someone who identifies myself as an African, you understand? I don't take kindly to just calling everybody a fucking African just because they got melanated skin. I've decided that. So he is a black man. He's not an African. Alright? So Scott is no longer into white heifers, and apparently black women are to blame. I was going to say he also represents that class of black man who uh, has the audacity to want to classify and define black women as some, that they're a problem or they're evil and they're this and the third and all that's bullshit. And no, you're bullshit. Because I hold firmly that any woman having an issue with you is because some shit you have done. You have done it. It's not the natural inclination of our women to just be hateful and evil. Now if you just got a crazy woman, then that needs to be diagnosed. And then she's just crazy. That's fine. But don't put this label of evil and hateful and conniving on our women, because that's not their natural. That's not their natural characteristic. What I know absolutely about our women is that if there's a problem, it's because your ass has started some shit some kind of way. And you need to identify and own up to that. And then there will be peace. You see? Now if you got a woman that cheated on you or something like that, then that's a separate issue. That still doesn't make her evil, conniving, and hateful. That means the bitch just cheated. You see? That's something else. That's separate and apart and different and isolated. But that's not a characteristic of our women. It's not. The other thing is, I've also articulated that there's only about 4 reasons that black men go outside of our race. Number 1, you got a small penis, bruh. Period. Because a small penis does not go over well in our community, and you will be talked about. That's first. Secondly, you are trifling and bullshit. And you ain't got a damn thing going on but dusty ass pockets and funky ass tennis shoes. That will get you a white heifer. Number 3, you want to be white. And you somehow think that by having a white heifer that will do something. And in some cases, if you're in certain areas of the society, you think that will make you more engraced to the white master, that you have a white bitch instead of a sister on your arm. You see? Maybe. And the 4th reason is that I just forgot it, damn it. The 4th reason will come to me. Anyway. Oh, the 4th reason is that maybe you were only raised in an environment where you were only around white people. That could be a reason. That would be your Tiger Woods du jour. All the heifers that came out that he cheated with, not a single sister, not even a light-skinned sister. All white heifers. So those are the 4 fundamental reasons why black men cheat. And I'll throw a 5th. They're gay. So there's your 5 fundamental reasons why black men go outside the race. That's it. So, in Taye's case, well, he's an actor, so he hasn't done any huge films, but there's a coin somewhere, so he's not dusty. He doesn't have the dusty pockets and the funky tennis shoes. So that's out. Alright. We do put him in the small penis category and the wants to be white category and thinks it's a power play category. Those we definitely put him in, you see? And it always makes me sick because there's no other culture on the earth that has the diversity and selection amongst their women that we do. Why are you gonna eat at fucking McDonald's every goddamn day when you go to the buffet, homie? You feel me? Oh, you could just be at the corral and having steak, and oh, I think I want lobster. I'm going back for another plate. I'm gonna get cake, and next time I'm gonna go back and give me some macaroni and cheese. Then I'm gonna give me some cornbread. Then you know what I'm saying? You go to McDonald's, all you getting is the goddamn McDonald's. You see? You can have a light-skinned sister. You could have a thick sister. You could have a petite sister. You could have an athletic sister. She could be tall. She could be whatever. She could have straight hair. She could have curly hair. She could have kinky puffs. Whatever. You get a white heifer, that's all you got is a white heifer. That's it. Bone apple, goddammit teat. But this is what we're dealing with. This is what we're dealing with. And I would suggest to you, indeed I would proclaim, that, you see, the Creator is infinite and perfect. And everything that He has produced is perfection. And indeed there's a sign and a reason. I always tell you, creation is not decoration. Excuse me. And so, the Creator has given the African man the large penis. And He's built the African woman to be able to receive that. Her very physical makeup is designed to be able to receive a large penis. This is why it's almost natural for our women to reject that small penis, because that ain't what she built for. Follow me. And then you extrapolate that into the diversity amongst our women. Why there's such a selection is because that African man has more stamina in bed. He can go longer. And his appetite for sex is more insatiable. There's a greater drive there. And so, to prevent your ass from going outside of your race and your culture and going to other women, God has given you such a wide array amongst your own to accommodate that sex drive and that stamina and that large penis that He has given you. Follow me on this now. Do you understand? So there's no reason, once again, for our men to be going outside of our women, because you're never going to be satisfied there the way you will be satisfied amongst your own. That is the damn truth. Write it down. Write it down. Now, Scott says, I don't know if I can mess with a white girl now. This is what he said in this interview with the dude Van from TMZ. All right. Where he spoke out about the backlash he received from black women for choosing to be with a white heifer in the past. I feel like I've had to deal with that for so long, it's changed what I think I like. Nah, nigga. Or what I'm attracted to. Nah. Nah. Listen, everybody hear this now. Boys, I always tell you, nothing becomes. Nothing just becomes. Everything has what? A pathology. I always tell you this. So, every boy has that point in their life when you begin to have your morning erections and oh my God, you're starting to notice that girls are not just snotty nosed little things, that they're, ooh, wait, she's cute, wait, you know. And so right there begins your pathology of desire. You see? Desire. Desire. I want you to really focus on that word. Desire. 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 Now, why that word is important here is because when you are speaking in the context of dating outside of our culture, what is the reason? Well, I just gave you 5. And none of those include desire. Desire. Desire is equal to fire, everybody. You see? Fire. Fire. One of my nephews came to me many years ago. Well, his cousin came to me first. He was panicked. He was like, Uncle, Michael's going to school and telling Michael's going to school and telling people he's gay. And he was freaking out. I said, calm down. This does not reflect on you. Take a chill pill. All right. So when I finally got a chance to get my nephew, I took him to lunch one day. I says, now look, let's talk about this now. You know, your cousin is saying this, and, you know, there's some other people that are saying it, and blah, blah, blah. So what's the deal? Are you gay or what? And he goes, well, you know, I just do it all, Uncle. I said, no, 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 hell no. Ain't no do it all. I said, where's your fire? Where is your desire? Where's your fire? Where's your desire? He didn't know what I was talking about. I says, we're going to parade in now some Victoria's Secret bitches or some whatever fucking whatever, Playboy bunnies or some shit. All right, they're all going to be naked, and they're all going to be oiled up, and they're just butt naked, and they're only in heels. Now, and they're going to parade past you, and oh my God. Then we're going to get some bodybuilder dudes and do the same thing. They're going to be butt up all naked, and we're going to oil them up and parade them past you. Which one gets your fire? And in that moment, he said, oh, I guess I'm gay then. You see? Desire. Desire. So, when you're an adolescent boy, your first inclination of the opposite sex is just a curiosity about sex. What that sex can do to me, you know, especially once you realize that you can make things happen, you feel me? Then now, but that's just curiosity. Desire is a longing, a need, in this context, a strong wanting, must have almost. So, depending on your environments you grew up in, we assume that Scott wasn't in some all-white environment, and he has a black mama. So nature has to play a role. And I always tell you, creation is not decoration, everybody. God didn't take the time to create all this shit that you see every damn day, even down to a pebble of sand, has a reason. And there's knowledge and understanding there for you if your ass is paying attention. So we never see, I've never seen, and somebody can correct me, I've never seen a bald eagle cozying up with a hummingbird. Just had not seen that. Huh? Have not seen the giraffe cozying up with a moose. Just hadn't seen it. I've not seen a dolphin canoodling with a great white shark. Just hadn't seen it. And down the list you can go. Crickets don't canoodle with ants. Huh? Grasshoppers don't canoodle with butterflies. They just simply don't. So how is it your black ass suddenly comes up and now you want to just run to some white heifer? It's a deliberate act. It's not based in nature, and it's not based in what? Desire. It's just you want to do the shit for other reasons. This is also proven. You take any African child and walk them into a damn school for the first time, send them into the lunchroom. They stand there with a tray and look around and see where the black folks is, and they head their ass over that way. Hmm? But so do the white kids. And so do the Asian kids. And so does everybody else. It is the natural inclination to be with your own. That looks, walks, talks, and smells like your ass. Again, creation is not decoration. Write it. So when you have Scott breaking off and canoodling with these white heifers, it's on purpose. It's like there's no desire. It's as unconsequential as I don't think I'll stay here at Burger King. I think I'll go across the street to Taco Bell. No desire in it. It's just an act. It's just an act. But you don't get to blame your patheticness and your lack of vision and your lack of self and cultural awareness on our women. We can't have that. We can't. And it says check out the interview and blah blah blah. All right. When asked if he had resentment towards black women, the best man actor said, yeah, deep down inside. Then compared his relationship with black women to a family member who you love deeply, but you still got to deal with the bull. You see? Fuck this dude, man. And his white boyfriend that I'm sure is somewhere hidden somewhere that will eventually be found out by TMZ. Oh, it's coming out. It's coming out. All right. Scott then blamed yet another black woman for his dating issues, his mother. Oh my God. When I was 13, I was reading a magazine and there was a picture of a black woman and I said, oh, she's pretty. Wait now. You had to be reading a magazine to see another black woman besides your mother when you were 13? By 13, you've seen many black women. Excuse you? Your mama ain't got no sisters? Your daddy ain't got no sisters? Huh? They ain't got no grandmama or your mama or dad? Come on now. At 13, when the bitch was born, 1971? So he would have been 13 in what year? Let's do the math, y'all. Oh, there's more than one way to skin a cat, goddammit. 1971. What's the equation? Minus 13? No, that's not the. What equation do I want to use? What am I asking? I'm trying to find out how old he was when he was 13. Oh, okay, so or what year it was. That's what I'm trying to ask. Damn, my bad. So 13 years. It would have been 1984. The bitch was 13. I'm over it. All right. So you had to look in the magazines to see a black woman? And I said, oh, she's pretty. I'm over it. And by the way, y'all wasn't getting Ebony and Jet at the house? Or Essence? I can't with this dude. I can't. Oh, she's pretty. I want to marry her. And my mom said, oh, honey, you're going to marry a white woman. It hurt my feelings, but she said, I think they meant to say, but what she said was right. Scott said, listen, first of all, that's some more bullshit, everybody. Because when we break that statement apart, we begin to understand that we don't have the context of why his mother said that. He could have already been showing signs of being a complete coon and a sellout. And his mama was probably already saying, no, yo little bitch ass is going to be with some white heifer. That might have been the context, you see? Just the same as if he was a flaming sissy, she would have said, oh no, baby, you going to marry you a man. It's already in you. Or whatever. But he puts this on his mother. Wow. Who is a black woman. I'm over it. Wow. Scott was previously married to actress India Menzel until their split in 2013. Scott openly discussed the flack he received for his interracial marriage and his children's book about, because remember the book about, well, I'm over it, where he was like, my son's not black, he's interracial, or he's biracial, or he's mixed. Scott isn't the only one whose mother influenced his choice in women. Matthew Knowles recently opened up in an interview saying, when I was growing up, my mother used to say, don't ever bring no nappy head black girl to my house. I'm over it. I used to date mainly white women or high complexion black women that look white. I had been conditioned from childhood. No, the fuck you haven't, Matthew, and sat your bitch ass down too. Because again, as I said, everybody, our women come in every hue. Every hue. Every hue. You don't have an excuse. And it's interesting that our men find, our fake ass boys, because they're not men, find every reason to go outside of our fucking race today, something that's clearly a downgrade from any African woman, period the fucking end. But at the same time, no other race has the option. So if anything, they should all be trying to date African women, because in their own cultures, that's all they got. That's all they got. That's all they got. You got an Asian chick, that's all the fuck you got. And most of them look like any damn way. Period. We're the only culture with the level of diversity to our women. Period. So there's no excuse. Like I say, nobody ever leaves the fucking buffet to go to McDonald's. You just simply don't do it. You see? And why do people go to a buffet? There's more selection, huh? Stop the video when I start lying, everybody. Stop the video. So, Scott is a piece of shit, alright? And so is Matthew Knowles, and I'm over it for even co-signing on this bullshit. There's one other piece that I think I want to bring. And again, like I say, this podcast is, the link for it is in the description box down below. It's like 30-something minutes long, I think it is. And you can go and watch it. Scott resents black women because he can never mess with a white girl now, huh? Scott recently used, Scott Berry, he recently used an appearance on Van Lathan's, that's Van, that's this, so there it is again, alright, to give his bizarre takes on who he will or won't date. First, a little bit of history. Scott was married to Rent co-star Idina Menzel, who is a white heifer, for 11 years, but he claims he used to receive a lot of criticism for being with a white woman instead of a black woman. And I want to say this also, you guys. Sometimes dudes like this, they go with white women just to piss off African women. They have this need to be desired. Like, ooh, you can't have me. But he wouldn't want no black woman, no way, because his fucking penis is too small. Please believe this. You understand? There's a pathology that goes on. And there are certain things that are staples. You see? And the fact that he tried to change his name lets us know that he felt like he needed to do something to seem more like he was one of us. Taye. And he spells it T-A-Y-E. I'm over it. And Diggs, it's a whole fucking made up name. His name is fucking Scott Leo fucking Berry, or what was the name again? What's the fucking government on this bitch? Scott Leo Berry. I'm over it. Taye Diggs. My ass. Cause see, he's trying to have a name that sounds like he's a brother that's toting. Scott lets you know he ain't toting. You hear a name like Scott, you be like, that nigga ain't got shit. Come on. Sisters will run in the opposite direction in their heels. Girl, his name is Scott. He ain't packing. Oh my God, I can't. Um, Scott. Oh, I just read that already. All right, for 11 years, and okay, and from what a black woman said of a black woman. All right, he is currently dating a biracial actress and model, Amanza Smith. I'm over it. The first bitch was in Dina. Now Amanza. I can't. So fast forward to today on the podcast when Scott went one step further and claimed that the stigma has made it so that he doesn't think he could ever date a white heifer again. Let's run through that again. Scott is blaming black women for the fact that he now feels he can no longer date white heifers. If you're rolling your eyes, you are having a very popular reaction. Yes, because I am rolling my damn eyes. Now Van and Scott start talking about this issue at around 23 minute at the 23-minute mark above. All right. Scott said he felt black women were salty about his relationship with Menzel, even though he admits he doesn't read social media. Listen to me. Hear this now. Hear this. Remember, you guys, I don't read any of this shit before I present it to you because I need you to have, I need you to, I need you to experience my authentic reaction, but it also helps you to understand how I consume knowledge and how I discern things, break it apart for myself, blah, 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 blah. I'm just sharing it with you. Now, what did I just say to you earlier? I said he's also the type that would be with a white bitch just to, not that he wants a black woman, but just to make them feel a certain way. You know, like he just wants to stir them up. And what does it say right here? Damn it, I lost my place. Uh, oh, the asshole said he felt black women are really salty about his relationship to Menzel, even though he admits he doesn't read social media. You see? This'll piss off black women. You know what? Deep down, he's probably resentful that he can't have a black woman because he has a small penis. That's what's up. Listen, dudes will go through some shit when they got a small penis. I'm telling you. The evidence is out there, you guys. I'm telling you, dude. Like, I mean, it's a whole psychological thing. You feel me? Like, I believe him. I think he reads social media, but I also think that he just did the shit like, even if there was no social media, he just would do the shit. This is who he is. I'll get a white bitch and then they'll have to resent me because I can't have them because they will judge me for my small ass penis. Wow. To this day, I still get, I thought you only like white girls, Scott said. It's been a life lesson. It doesn't matter how many times I explain myself. There's always going to be someone talking. Oh, the other thing, you guys, when you hear that interview with him and Van, this is somebody that says brothers. That lets you know he ain't black right there. Like, give me a break. Even Obama said brothers. You feel me? Not brothers. You know, unless he was talking about like, oh, these two are brothers, you know, like, give me a break. But he's saying brothers, dude. I almost vomited. In fact, I think I threw up a little bit in my mouth when he said it. I've confessed it. I can't with this dude. And then the other thing that made me sick was when he kept saying, like, you know, and I can say this as a black man. No, because you're not. I don't identify with you. I don't. And like I say, being an African is more than just, like, the first requisite is you must have melanated skin, but it goes deeper than that. I have to feel your blackness. I got to feel that you're with me. You like me. You feel me? We the same. I got to feel that. We know it when we feel it. We know if you with us and if you not. At least, goddammit, I do. Shit, you don't just show up with melanated skin. I just go, oh man, nah. I gotta know that you down. I gotta know that. There's always going to be someone talking. Asked if he had any resentment against black women, he said it took me a minute to not be offended. Deep down inside, there's resentment. I don't want to say I suppress it, but I just watch it. When it happens to you personally, even though you understand the logic, there's trauma there. Now, ain't no logic. It's your own ass caused the shit. There's nothing to discern here. There's nothing to decode and figure out. Scott. I don't know if I can ever mess with a white heifer now, he continued. No, you can. He's only saying that because now it's just that, like, the guilt, the, the micro attacks that he will receive from our people. He's at some event and sisters may just cut him a little eye or something and move past him, like, and brothers may do the same thing. You feel me? Oh, you make your bed, you lie in it. We feel no sorrow for this asshole. Alright. I don't know that goes again. Wait. I don't know. If I can ever mess with what I have, he continued. I don't know. Wait, I lost my place. It took me a minute. When it happens to you personally, oh, you understand the trauma there. Okay, I don't know if I can ever mess with a white heifer now. I don't like that. That goes against who I am as a person. Nah, you see, this is a sellout. Anybody that would say that is a fucking sellout and a coon, everybody. How does that go against you to not be able to be with a white heifer? How does that go against who you are, and as who you are is fucked up to begin with? Again, nature is not fucking decoration. I can't with this dude. Oh my God. I don't know if we're going to get through this, everybody. I'm getting worked up. That goes against who I am as a person. I feel like I've had to deal with that for so long. It has changed what I think I like and what I'm attracted to. No, that can't. Listen, if you like something, nobody talking shit about it is going to change that you like that. It just won't. I love Snickers. Unless you tell me it gives me, parasites or some shit. I like Snickers. I don't care how much you're going to talk about it. I'm going to get me a damn Snickers, period, at the end. Matter of fact, I might get me one now after that I'm talking about it. After I finish this damn video. Watch your ass. Don't provoke. Alright. But how's it going to change what you think you like and what you're attracted to? No, it has changed what you think you can get away with in public now. Because you really understand that our people aren't feeling you. And the more the conscious movement moves forward and people become so-called woke, oh, your shit is out of style, homie. It's out of style. Van then noted, black women are one of the most devalued groups in America, which is behind the concept that black men need to uplift and celebrate black women. And dating a white heifer does not help that. In order for us as a people to move forward, it is to learn how to love yourself and to not make excuses. Scott said in response, really? Well, you don't love yourself, bitch. He said that? I thought Van was saying that. Wait a minute. Van then noted that black women are most devalued in America, comma, which is behind the concept that me celebrating by and dating black women doesn't help that. Period. Quote, in order for us as a people to move forward, is to learn how to love ourselves and not to make excuses, Scott said in response. See, he's a contradiction, everybody. You'll hear it when you listen to the damn podcast. How are you making that statement when you don't love yourself or are women? Get your ass out the studio. The more time you spend pointing fingers, the less time you're going to grow as a person, and the less you're going to be able to move forward. End quote. I'm over it. Scott also recounted a story he has been telling since 2011 about how he feels he was destined to marry Idina Menzel. I'm over it. Oh, when I was 13, we read that already. And I hope his mama throws hot grease on his fake ass when he sees her again if she's still living. The underlying issue at stake here, the underlying issues at stake here are clearly sticky as hell. Despite that complexity, though, one thing is clear. Black women throughout Twitter did not take kindly to Scott's assertions. It truly is a backward sentiment. If Scott, as he put it on the podcast, doesn't care what people think about who he dates now, then why does he maintain that he still harbors resentment towards black women? As it turns out, a lot of them really don't care who he dates. As Yesha Callahan wrote on The Root, quote, if he's insecure about his own dating preferences, that's his problem. Who he pokes his penis into shouldn't matter to anyone but the person being poked. But it seems disingenuous to play the victim. Woe is me. Black women don't like me because I like white women act. I feel you, sister. Exactly. You feel me? I can't, dude. I can't. Check out some more fire. Akila says, I'm laughing I'm laughing so uncontrollably at some of these tweets about Scott that I scared myself. I literally just looked around like, what noise was that? I love her. Oh my God, I can't. Sarah. So let me get this straight. Scott, you dusty your dusty ass really thinks black women care that much about where you decide to stick little dick in? Feel what I'm saying? She already calling it. So I'm saying, look, it's a certain way that small penis dudes do stuff, dude. I'm telling you, this is a small penis ass nigga. I'm saying like a peach chihuahua, you feel me? Like, nah. This a little penis ass nigga. Trust. You've been in the sunken place. You've been in the sunken place. You've been in the sunken place by choice throughout your entire career, so don't put it on black women. I love it. I love it. Remains unbothered. Oh, and you know what? That's from again. That's from my wife's video again. I thought it was That's the Way Love Goes. Because, you know, in That's the Way Love Goes, Janet keeps saying desire. Feel me? That's why I tell you that's my wife. She know. I'm telling you, dude. She know. Janet know about the desire. Feel me? That's what desire. Listen to the song. I can't think about it now, but you know what I'm talking about. Like, just hear the song and you hear she puts in these random desire. That's the way love goes. Desire. You feel me? Oh, yes. It's about desire, homie. All right. Now, Scott, on his resentment towards black women and why he won't date them. Black women everywhere. Remains unbothered. I love that meme, though. Remains unbothered. Remains unbothered. I can't. The truth hurts. Scott and all black men, please listen carefully. Black women don't care who the fuck you date. Just stop bashing us to justify who you're with. That's simply enough. That's simply enough, right? That's fair, right? Black men. See? I love it. Scott said hate from black women drove him away from dating white women. I'm crying. Don't ever let a celeb tell you they don't pay attention to their haters. I know, right? They read every fucking thing. Give me a break. Every 6 years or so, Scott be talking out the side of his neck about black women. I'm sure why he does it. Has he ever discussed who hurt him? It's the small penis though, Chick Norris. Feel me? That's what hurt him. He mad. He mad because he ain't gonna ever be eligible for no sister. You feel me? He ain't gonna ever be eligible. Now, you know, I'm not saying that that's like the crown jewel of everything for a black woman, but it's only a certain. You can only subtract so many inches, and the sister gonna be over your ass. Trust. It just now, damn it. You know, our women want to be satisfied. You can't blame them for that. You know. Why can't, this is Vanessa Williams, why can't, Scott, why can't you just be content in your misery and self-loathing? You don't like black women, you don't like black women black women's wear, but always want to bring us down with you. Be free. Leave us the fuck alone. Block you. I knew Scott was on some self-hate shit when he told black people not to erase his son's whiteness. Oh well. Scott is almost 50 years old, whining about interracially dating because of invisible black women critiquing him about it. He's been whining about that shit for damn near 10 to 20 years. If he don't grow the fuck up, no one cares. Raven Uno Diaz. So Scott makes announcement on the last day of Black History Month that Wednesday was Wednesday was the 28th. Scott makes an announcement on the last day of Black History Month that he no longer is attracted to white women and he hates going to clubs now because black women say, I thought you only like white girls. I love it. So says, sisters will get your ass. He ain't ready. What the fuck is this? Nicki Minaj awkwardly confirmed she's dating. I'm over it. This bitch, please, I'm just so sick of it. If you gotta sell yourself with a titty, you ain't worth a fuck to begin with. I understand that. I cannot stand that in women. Like, I can't. That's an immediate turn off for me. I ain't interested in your ass no fucking way. Take your ass the bitch on. Shit. I can't, dude. Like, who the fuck is this for? What's this for? What? Where is it at? Who's that for? Who's that for? And shame on Nas, because if you gonna date any dude, you don't have to be Nas, you could just be dude around the corner or some shit. Any bitch that come dressed like that and you want that, and it's not just you gonna smash her and run, I don't got no respect for you or her ass. None. Because that's not a woman. That's a trick. Women don't carry themselves like that. Ever. Ever. Anyway, go and look at this damn, listen to this podcast, you guys. Listen to the whole thing again. They was talking about from 23 minutes. The other one was saying for 29 minutes. Forget that. Just listen to the whole thing. You feel me? Because you should always take anything that you consume in its full context. You know? Just take it in its full context. Like I say, I'll be back with some other pieces, you guys. Some things that I really feel like I wanted to speak on. And like I said, I have some time between now and Monday. And I just really want to get some things out. So that's why you will see more content from me than you normally would. Yeah. Alright. I'll see you soon. This is the Jedi.